Live Saturday, September 9th. Classic Championship Wrestling, Valor Pro Wrestling, Seven Mountains Wrestling, and Pennsylvania Championship Wrestling Alliance United presents Battle at the Bridge at the old Bishop McDivitt High School, 2200 Market Street, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. The special guests, Enzo, Marty Skrull, Flip Gordon. Front row is already completely sold out. The second row is $20. General admission just $10. Meet and greet is at 5 p.m. Bell time is 6 p.m. For tickets, 717-379-4599 or 570-933-0370. You can also pick them up at the bridge at 2200 Market Street, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You don't want to miss the hottest territory in Pennsylvania. United!
Welcome, everybody, 3 Beards of Wrestling podcast. I'm your host, Shane. Next to me is Adrian.
How you doing? How you doing?
Dude, it felt like forever for that to go through.
I know. That was crazy, but that commercial was beautiful.
Yeah,
like,
it was. That's just how my day's going. Like, it's just like, I felt like today is like the longest day of the year.
You know, but it's okay. It's okay because today we get to feel pretty, right? Like we get to feel beautiful. We all get to be a little bit of prima donnas because you know our guest this evening is Mr. Pretty himself, Samuel Thompson.
Before we bring him on, we gotta go over the shows that we got.
Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta sell tickets.
Yeah, gotta sell it. All right, Friday, August 18th, in Lewistown, where Jack Vaughn will be in attendance, and I believe our guest is on this show. I guarantee he's probably in the Sky High title match.
I think I can see him.
Oh wait, yeah, he's right there. I see.
Yeah, there he is. There he is.
And then the next night in Lebanon, PA. If you guys need tickets, me, Rob Noxious, Adrian, even Sam up, or anyone that is really on the show. And then following that is September 9th at the old Bishop McDivitt High School, where Marty Skrull, Enzo, and Flip Gordon will be there and in action. So get your tickets. Front row is sold out if you watch the video in the beginning. Just saying. All right, now we can bring him on.
That's okay. Now that we've paid the bills, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Samuel Thompson. How you doing, Sam?
What's up? Oh, we cannot hear you now.
Can you hear, Sam?
We heard
Are you too pretty? Is that what it is? Is it too pretty? Is it big too pretty?
You gotta fix the gimmick. No? Uh-oh.
He's too pretty for the beards, is what he said.
Let's get Sam big.
There we go.
Can we hear you now? No. Try to go out and then come back in, and we'll just bullshit until you come back.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. It's okay.
Technology, guys.
I'm saying
this is why we wrestle.
It is what this is why CT is the real thing.
I'm gonna remove you and then come back into the thing. All right, there we go. Why are you big? I want to be big.
You should be big. Yeah, I mean, you are, the star.
Something like that. Well, if you guys missed this past weekend's show, you missed quite a show. It was pretty fun.
Yeah,
it was a packed house. So, I mean, it was very hot, but it was definitely a good show.
I heard there was a "I believe I can fly" moment during the show.
There was two of them.
Oh, really? Okay.
There was two moments, but yeah, that's what happens when you wrestle in Lebanon. You can't jump off the balcony, and you go to another place that you can jump off of it. Then you jump off of it.
It's that itch you got to kill, man. It's that itch, and watching those matches, there's always that like cringe moment where you're like, oh, okay, rotate. Oh.
Jason Holt asked if we like being face or heel. Well, we can ask that when Sam comes back on too, but right. I don't know. I guess face, because I like to do all kinds of shit.
Right. Me personally, I like being a heel. I enjoy antagonizing the crowd, like pulling people in. Nobody. If you look at it nowadays, a lot of people love the bad guy.
Yeah. Just look at Dominic Mysterio.
Exactly. That magical mullet of his.
Yeah.
They got the secret to that.
I was going to try to get a mullet, but apparently I'm not allowed.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, I mean, it's a good idea.
It's a very good idea, but dude, but I swear to God, today lasted I feel like today had 100 hours in it. I swear to God, I was at work, and I swear to God, I was at work for fucking 5 hours, and I looked at the clock, and it was only 10 o'clock.
Oh wow! Yeah,
Yo. All right, now we got you.
There we go.
I don't know. It wasn't working for a minute, and then I had to create an account and stuff. So sorry about that.
Oh, all good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, at least you guys are. Well, at least you're on here now. So one of the people watching asked. I mean, we already answered, but they asked, "Do you like being face or heel?" We can get this one out of the way quick.
I like them both, honestly. They both have different sides to it. I feel like face is more genuine, energy, the crowd gives you it back, But then heel, it's you're creating the energy yourself. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Listen,
yeah,
Adrian, I know you weren't at this show, but we were on a show, me and Sam. It was at PCWA. And this motherfucker got so much heat, a fan ran up and actually punched him.
Are you serious?
Well, see, I thought it was somewhat a manager or something, so I sold it and then punched him back. But yeah, I was getting so much heat. I don't even know what I did. It wasn't anything specific. I think I just tripped Autumn or something.
I was like, oh shit. Where is Corey? Obviously not here. Jack said your tag team title is safe, bro.
Good. I actually gave it to Zach to clean up the Ricardo Rodriguez on it and the Roy,
Yeah.
I didn't want to touch it, He's gonna bring it Saturday and it's gonna be all clean.
Oh, okay. Have him do your dirty work. I got you. You're too pretty to do all that cleaning.
Well, let's jump into Sam. So, How'd you get your start? I mean, I know we talked before, but like not everybody knows how you got your start.
Well, I started so I graduated high school. 2 days after I graduated high school, I started at OVW, getting trained under Matt Capitelli. I got trained with him for 10 weeks, and then I went into Rip Rogers' advanced class. And I was basically just on weekly television in my first year, or first two. So that's what I mostly did for the first 2 years. I didn't actually get onto the indies until my fourth year into wrestling.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah.
I already knew that, but
Yeah. I need to get the OVW plug in there.
Yeah. Just rub that in. It's like, hey, I'm a big deal.
Who has the dog in the background? Well, I mean, my dog's downstairs, so I know it's not mine.
I think it's actually mine. They're upstairs barking. Okay. Is it distracting?
Not to me. I didn't even notice it until he said it.
No.
I was hoping the audio wasn't picking it up.
It's all good.
Mm.
Adrian?
So, you got your start at OVW. You did television for the first 2 years. What was that like being on television, starting out in your first 2 years? Did it kind of prepare you for the indies somewhat, or was it like a different culture shock?
I feel like working television, it's different because you have to be aware of the cameras and everything. And what changes it is I feel the breaks, because you got to work to commercial. To be honest, I wasn't really on the television program that much. I was more on the dark side since I was still getting started. So I just was getting squashed a lot. Anytime I was on TV, it was for 2 minutes maybe. So it would be interesting to go back and work television now, knowing what I know now, because I feel back then it just was that's just how wrestling was.
Yeah, wrestling. I feel like wrestling changes every day. There's just you can just scroll somewhere and then you see something else done in wrestling, a new move or a new spot or just something. It's insane.
I feel just in the last year alone, the company bought WWE. I feel there's been so many shifts and AEW is doing better now, WWE is doing better.
Yeah.
And even since 2019, it's changed so much.
Well, that's why wrestling is so great, because it just involves every day. It's just different stuff every day. It's never going to be the same, especially not how it was back in the day.
No.
It's a never-ending story. I feel it's always about what's next,
Yeah. I've been seeing memes where they put Rikishi's face on one of the bodies, and he went over on Roman Reigns.
Right, yeah.
He hasn't even been involved in the storyline at all. The Bloodline storyline.
That'd be interesting to see if they kind of put him in. Have there been moments in wrestling to where you just kind of have the that moment of you feel proud about something?
Early on, I feel I haven't been enjoying wrestling that much lately, because I'm just I am focused on the future, so much anxiety comes of the future,
Mm-hmm.
Man, I guess winning my first championship was pretty cool. I was back in 2018. I won the OVW television championship, and it was a goal of mine. When I entered wrestling, I wanted to win that title, so it was pretty cool to actually get to do it. I don't know. Everything's different. I feel
Right.
it's so many highs and lows.
Yeah. If you had to pick your top 3 people, who are your favorite 3 people to work on the indies?
Well, Matt Quay comes to mind like number one because I feel like we just have good chemistry. Like every time we get in there, we can bring the best out of each other. So he's number one. Like there's a lot of people like I want to work. Like Shane, we've never had a singles match. We had like that fatal 4-way on the first Seven Mountains show, but like that was it. Ty Awesome's pretty good too. I've been working out him. I've had 2 matches with him that I thought were really good. And Matthew Hager. I don't know if you guys know who that is. He's like based in Pittsburgh more. He was really good to wrestle too.
Nice. Yeah, Ty's pretty good. I like Ty. Yeah. I like working shows with him. He's a pretty dope kid.
Yeah, has a lot of energy. A lot of energy. Very energetic.
I like his new his shirts that he just came out.
I haven't seen them.
You got to go look at them. They're pretty dope.
Yeah.
I feel like Roy had a shirt similar to that. The PCWA show.
Yeah, kind of, but like I mean, Roy, if you're watching this, I don't care. But Ty's is definitely a lot better.
So you talk about highs and lows in wrestling. So you talk about your 3 favorite people that you worked in the indies. What have been some of the growing pains that you've had? Like, what have been some of the lows that have kind of helped you focus and tunnel this dream of yours?
I don't know. Like, I feel like I try stuff out a lot, and sometimes it just doesn't work. And I feel, I don't know. I want to make it so bad, and like, I put so much effort into it, and sometimes it just doesn't like pay off. And it's just like, it's always that never ending struggle of like, it's always what's next, like what we were talking about. And it's just the anxiety of like, I got to do what's good right now to get me to that next step, And I just can't enjoy where I am right now. Like I want to so bad, but I just can't like, I feel like that's mostly it.
I think one of the things that I've taken away from a lot of guys that I've talked to, even now, guys, vets and stuff, we've had guests on here, and one of the things that they've said, even that we can all relate to, like being in your shoes, especially like that journey coming up and that journey, gaining all that knowledge and all that experience, like we forget to enjoy that journey. We forget to enjoy the fact that, we're living a dream that a lot of people can't do, or a lot of people try to do and fail miserably. It's like, it's a trial and error with everything that happens when it comes to this business. Like you want to make it big. You want to be successful. You want to get over. You want to have those great matches. But it's a process. It's a process. So like I've always picked up to enjoy the little things, pay attention to what's going on around you. Is that some advice that you would give somebody like, coming in behind you, or better yet, better question, what is the best piece of advice somebody's ever given you?
Basically keep your head down, your mouth shut, your ears open, like be respectful. You don't want to have a big ego. It will just kill you in this business,
Yeah, that's very true. So we'll go back to this about booking me and Sam. Another one, Sam Thompson versus Mr. Ping.
I mean, it's bound to happen eventually.
Eventually, it will. I mean, especially when I come back. Like, I mean, after November, I'm game for wherever. So, we'll have to talk to Greg.
You just wrestled Saturday though.
Yeah. Well, that was my last match until Black Friday.
Okay.
So yeah, the baby's going to be here in about a week. So
yeah.
Wow.
So yeah. So I don't know if we ever talked about this, but how did the Sam Thompson and Valerie thing come about? Like, how did that gimmick even come about?
Basically, I feel like it made sense for us, just to make our characters together, mainly because girls get more shows, and and I could always just like tag along with her as her manager and try to get a spot. So it was basically that, but then it's like I feel like the prima donna stuff is like more her, that's her idea, and I'm more like the wrestler. And I feel like it's a good pairing, and I don't know, but it was basically just like we're together all the time, she's my girlfriend in real life. Just us turned up to 100 and we wear pink.
Yeah, I feel that. Jason Holt asks, do you like singles or tag team matches? I don't know if he's asking all of us or just you. I mean, fuck it, we'll all answer.
Definitely singles. I feel like I haven't not necessarily mastered like the singles match, but I like calling a singles match for me is way easier than like coming up with a tag team match, Like I'm not a tag team wrestler. So it's like we're doing the pretty toxic stuff with Tony, and it's been a learning experience, and that's why I wanted to do it,
I don't know. I don't think I could pick because like singles, like, yeah, you can have fun. Like in a singles match. Yeah, they're easier to do. But I would guess I would have to say tag matches if the right people were in them. Because, like, I ain't gonna lie, I had some tag matches that were complete dog shit. And then I had some other ones that were fucking amazing. But, like, at the same time, like, it's just those people that, like, you click with. Like, if you get the right people, like, you can just talk shit the whole entire match to each other and then, like, make each other break gimmick and it's just fun. But like, I mean, if I had to pick a singles match or a tag match, I'd probably go singles just because, I can do more in a singles match than I can do tag. But like, if you're gonna do a tag match, you gotta have that psychology down for the tag. But
I 100% agree. Like I've done a lot of both. And it's a delicate piece of art trying to run a tag match, especially when you're working across people who may not be as experienced as you, or you're a new tag team starting out and you're trying to find that, that niche between you guys to where you can kind of read each other very well. Tag team wrestling is difficult. Like it's a difficult thing to master. Because it's not just you're relying on yourself, you're relying on other people. I love running tag matches. That's always been a fun thing for me to do. Also, like Shane said, I like doing the singles match because it's just like it's you and the crowd. But with a tag match, it's like, all right, is this guy going to be able to hit this spot correctly? Are they paying attention? Are they going too long? So I like the degree of difficulty when it comes to tag matches.
yeah. I mean, we definitely all have our own things that we like. I don't know. I just, like I said, I've had some tag matches. I wish I can erase from my career, but but yeah. I mean, it's so as long as you're having fun, I guess it really don't matter what you're doing. Let's go favorite road trip story. I mean, I know you travel with Val, but like. Have you ever went on like a longer road trip where it was like more than just you and her, or?
Like early on, but like, there's been so many. Off the top of my head, let me think. What's some of your guys's? Let me have an example.
All right. Well, I mean, mine's South Carolina. I mean, we talk about this a lot, but so we were going down. It was me, my dad, my brother, Jamal, my uncle, and Mike Lash. We were all going down. Adrian was heading down, but we took separate cars.
Yeah.
We were going down, and I mean, everyone that knows my brother or like the history of our family or whatever. So my brother had this dog that we told him that died. So as we were driving down the highway, I found a picture of, like on Google, of the same dog that looked just like the dog, and like I was like drawing on it, like crossing out its eyes, like basically making it look dead. So I send it over to Jamal in the other car, and they slow down. So we're like car to car, and they're just fucking dying in the other car. And they show Stefan the picture, and then Stefan looks like he just wants to cry, but we're going down the highway just fucking laughing and swerving, and it was pretty funny. But another one that's pretty quick is like, we were coming home from training, and we like to fuck around a lot in the car. So I think Stefan and Jamal were arguing in the front seat, and me and Rob are like the whole way in the back, like it was a minivan that my brother had. So me and my dad were in the back. Stefan and Jamal were in the front seats, and then we had like two other trainees in the middle. Well, me and my dad were putting, I think it was mayo or ranch packets, into this trainee's pocket. So when he would reach in, he would grab ranch or mayo. So
how did you master that?
I don't remember how.
Very delicately.
So we were doing that, and then I don't know if you remember Mike City or not.
Yeah.
So Mike City was the one trainee, and then we had another Mike that was riding with us that we were putting the mayo and ranch in. So Mike City just starts going off. So I take my knee pad off and I smack him in the face with it. And then Jamal and Stefan are just like yelling at each other. Next thing you know, Stefan throws Jamal's food out the window while we're going down the highway. And then Jamal reaches over and grabs his stuffed animal, like I guess his girlfriend got him, and threw it out the window. So we pull off the side of the highway, and we're all just like, what the hell is going on? Because like we didn't see anything. And then Stefan's like running back up on the highway to get his stuffed animal. So yeah, I mean,
just crazy stories with friends. I mean, like, I don't have anything like that. It's always just, Valerie and I can't. Yeah, I don't have anything, honestly.
Yeah, it's hard to think of like good stories.
I'll tell you one about Manny quick. So when we were going down to South Carolina with Manny Fernandez to wrestle, and we get there at like, I would say probably like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And Manny's like, all right, let's go to the bar. So we all go out to the bar, and I ride with Manny and his Charger, and we're just driving, and this motherfucker just speeds up. No shit. He ramps his car off of a fucking speed bump. Like we were in the air. And then we were just driving, and some girl was like walking on the street, and he yelled out and called her a hooker. So we spun around real quick, and he went to go like try to talk to her. And then we went to the bar, and then everyone almost got into a fight that night, I think.
I missed that by a couple hours.
Yeah. Because Manny was just calling motherfuckers dumbasses, and like there was live music there, and he was like basically telling them that they suck. Like it was a fun time.
Any Manny Fernandez story is a fun road trip story.
I do have to say that was probably like the longest trip of my life, because like the next day, like we didn't get back to Manny's house until about like I would probably say 3-4 in the morning, and then we get up early, go to the beach. So we go to the beach and then go from the beach to the show, wrestle, and drive back home the same day.
Yeah.
Like it was insane.
How far was the show?
9 hours.
From where we are, it was like 9.5 hours, I think it was.
Yeah.
But like from the beach to the show, I think it was about like a 20-minute drive. Give or take.
It was very pretty. Very pretty. That building was hot.
Where was that at?
Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
It was
the promoter. Tommy Rich was the promoter.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was definitely an experience, because like, you know, like down south, like their wrestling is like totally different than ours. Like, you know, some parts of down south are still like old school, And like, so I'm like, oh well. I mean, I can try to work an old school match. Like, I know what old school is, but like, then I'm like, no, I'm gonna like work me. And then so I was doing kip ups, and and the fans started popping because like it's they don't see that too much down south. I don't think. I mean, I know it's kind of evolving now down south,
Right.
But like, I mean, I'm talking what was it, Adrian? Like 4 or 5 years ago at this point.
Like,
yeah,
what
about
did
6 or 7. Yeah, it was a good little minute ago.
Yeah,
I remember because I had like blonde hair then.
Yeah.
What was like the different styles that you like noticed?
So
It
like,
was-
there was no like what we consider high flying.
Mm-mm.
Like there was none of that. Like it was just like straight up like old school wrestling. Like you were watching like Saturday Night Main Event. Like it was like old school, like very old school.
The guy I wrestled, he was about your size, Sam, and he never once went to the top. We stayed on the ground. We did it was like mat wrestling, couple of power moves here and there, but it was all very technical. It was all very very traditional. He never
like
once
chain based.
Yeah, a lot of chaining, a lot of like Greco-Roman style, a lot of grappling, and it was interesting because I'm from Florida, so it wasn't like real odd for me, but it was different because going from Florida and training down there to coming up north to PA. And training in a completely different way. It was like that transition was like, wait a minute. Like I'm kind of familiar with this, but it was fun nonetheless because it kind of helped. I would say all of us get a broader spectrum of like what's going on in like different parts. Like you said, people wrestle different in the South than they do in the North. People wrestle different in Mexico than they would in New York. And it was real interesting to like be able to pick other people's brains on, hey, what do you think about this? How do you see this? So yeah, it was fun. It was very fun.
Jason Holt asked if there's no tasers down there.
No, there were no tasers down there. Thank God, because apparently I was outlawed.
So Sam, if you don't know, that's kind of like an inside thing because so many years ago, me and Adrian wrestled in a tasers match.
Yes.
Where
for shoot
to win, you have to tase your opponent.
Yeah. It was definitely a shoot.
So I legit tased Adrian.
It is on YouTube. You can see it.
And now that's why Adrian is not wrestling anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, heart problems.
No.
Did you call that on the fly?
No.
No.
Well, no, I don't think we did that one on the fly.
No. We talked about it a little bit. I know, and funny story about the match. I know in the back, I was talking to him. I was like, "Hey, man, so just kind of tease it, and then hit me, and I'll sell it." And as the match goes on, we get to the spot. The gimmick's down. It's in his hand, and I'm like, "All right, here he goes." And I'm watching this happen, and like my mind, how you watch a car crash and it kind of slows down. In my mind, I'm looking at this taser and I'm thinking to myself, wait, he's not showing it. Oh, he's going to show it. He's going to show it. Oh, shit, he hadn't shown it. Oh, shit, he's shocking me. Like, it was one of those things.
It was pretty fun, though. I mean, for me, I didn't feel it.
Yeah, I mean, like.
No, you didn't feel the thing.
How long did you tase him for?
I would say probably like 2 seconds max.
Yeah.
Like it was very short, but like I got him like right in his chest.
Yeah, right in the nipple. Like right in the nipple. And wrestling and a gimmick and gear and stuff. Like I was sweating.
Me and Adrian had 2 incidents where like he kind of got fucked up, but I mean,
the concussion.
You don't remember that one. So we did a cage match, and and I legit wrapped the sign around his head.
Yeah, I got a pretty hard head, and
it completely wrapped around his head. Like it was like I wish I could still find the sign because like I'd hang it up in my room.
It was a stop sign.
No, it was like
it was a one-way sign.
Yeah, a one-way sign, and that
much better.
Like it wasn't like flimsy or anything, and I fucking wailed it. And it just wrapped around his head. I'm like, shit.
As the first legitimate time, like, I remember getting, like, well, the first time I got a concussion while wrestling, and the only thing I kept asking was, like, well, how did the match go? Wait, you don't remember the match? Yeah, what happened? Oh, we made it to the finish. Oh, okay, that's good. I'm going to go lay down real quick.
Yo, you know, it's so crazy. Sam, I don't know if you ever had a concussion.
Yeah, 5.
Like, oh, shit. Well, that's more than me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's insane how, like, you're still in it enough to, like, finish the match. It's insane. Because, like, I mean, I don't fucking remember it, but I know I got a really bad concussion. But, I mean, I still finished the match. I mean, I don't think it was the greatest finish, but, like, I definitely finished.
Yeah, you made it to the end.
And then I was trying to fight everyone, apparently.
Well, it's like, I feel like I only had one concussion that it was like, oh, like I blacked out. It was like my very first one. I did a missile drop kick from the top rope, and usually when I don't do them anymore, but I always did like the flat back, like Daniel Bryan one. But then Rip Rogers said to do like the twisty one where you twist in midair, and I did that, and when I landed, my face went right into the mat, and it knocked me out. I think, and the match was only like, at least it was like near the finish, because after that I had to do like the Ziggler DDT, and the guy like literally had to pick me up. It looked so bad, but yeah.
I don't understand, like, I mean, back then, especially with ECW, like, I'm sure a lot of their brains are fucked up from that shit, but
it was probably an every night type of thing.
Oh yeah, like it's
that's just how it was.
Yeah, especially like fucking getting the chair shots from fucking balls, like those were nasty.
Oh, I get chills just watching it. It's kind of like, you know, the Rock chair shots he was giving to Mankind when his hands were behind his back. Yeah, it was.
I never got a concussion and I never had broken bones.
Knock on wood.
Don't jinx yourself now.
Knock on wood.
Zachary said top five favorite managers. You know, if you don't put him into that nodding.
I know. He's just trying to put himself over.
Yeah.
So number 1 has to be Zach Clark from Pretty Toxic. Number 2, I guess it has to be Paul Heyman. Do you guys see him on ESPN today? Like, he had some pretty good points.
I didn't see him on ESPN.
No, I missed that. I absolutely.
He said he's the GOAT, and then the guy was like, "What about Bobby Heenan?" And he said he's dead. He said, "I don't care. He's dead."
That's great.
That's fucking great. Yes.
That is pretty great, though.
Number 3, Valerie Verman, when she manages me. I don't know the other 2, but that's top 3. I feel like that's good enough.
Okay.
What about Mr. Fuji or JJ Dillon?
Not familiar.
He's like, I don't fucking know those old ass people.
What?
You don't know who JJ Dillon is?
Or
he was
Mr.
the manager
Fuji.
for the Four Horsemen.
The Four Horsemen had a manager? I didn't know that. They never talk about the manager.
So technically, they were the Five Horsemen. But yes, JJ Dillon was the manager.
What about?
You never knew that?
No, honestly, no.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't even name all Four Horsemen. I think Arn Anderson, Ric Flair.
The original Four Horsemen.
Who's the other two?
Oh my God, Sam! Sam, I'm coming over to your house and we're watching old fucking wrestling.
You got homework, young man.
I didn't follow WCW.
Do you follow any old wrestling at all?
Not really. Like old wrestling for me is like the 99s, 1990s, like in there.
Oh, that's right.
Sam, I watched all the way back when they had the platforms on the outside of the rings where their springboards would be the platforms where they would spring over, like up in the air into the ring and do their move, get out and do it again.
What year was that?
Very old. I forget what year, but like it's very old.
That's almost like old Carney.
Yeah, basically. But anyways, the original Four Horsemen was Arn Anderson, Ric Flair, Ole Anderson, and do you know the last one?
Give me a hint. I'll know it.
Adrian, give him a hint.
No, no. This
Come on.
is education time.
No, give me a hint. Give me a hint.
Just give him a hint, Adrian.
All right, there's Arn. There's Ole.
That wasn't a hint at all. Like you just.
Go ahead, tell him, Shane. Tell him, Shane. Just tell him. Just tell him.
Well, who's the manager, Sam?
JJ Dillon.
I just told you.
JJ Dillon.
Tully Blanchard.
Yes.
See, if you would have said NXT manager, like, I would manager for Authors of Pain. Like I would have been able to get that.
Fair enough.
Who's your favorite person to watch right now, like in wrestling? Who if you were sitting down doing tape study, who would your go-to guy?
Samuel Thompson.
Right now? Oh, I don't know right now because I don't really study like right now wrestling. I'm more like Shawn Michaels. Like I like to watch a lot of his matches. Triple H, I feel like Triple H was always good because whoever he wrestled, he matched up to them. Where he would, like, if he faced Funaki, he would bring him up to his level.
Right.
Do you know who Bobby Eaton is?
Yeah, I know the name. Yeah.
All right. Well, at least you know the name. So I'm really big on like old school wrestling. Like that's really like the only wrestling I watch. It's like I actually have to start like finding other stuff because like I finished the territories. Like I've watched pretty much all WCW Saturday night. I watched a lot. But
you can't find anymore. Like it's no more exist.
YouTube
YouTube has a lot of stuff, but it's like
the network.
Yeah. Peacock, yeah. I mean, so have you guys watched like the WWE Lost Treasures or whatever it is?
I started watching it after you had said something, yeah.
Dude, it's actually a pretty cool show to watch. Like, that's the only show that, wrestling period, that my wife will watch with me.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that like, on A&E? A&E? Or
yeah, A&E, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Like, obviously I watched the Eddie one because it's fucking Eddie Guerrero.
Right.
But they got like, I just watched Macho Man on Sunday. That one's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, they got a bunch of different ones. I guess they're like building like this really big like museum. So
it is pretty dope. It is pretty dope. Dark Side of the Ring is something I've sucked into recently. Well, not recently. I've been sucked into it for a long time.
That's so funny you brought that up because he just asked that.
Oh, okay.
The Eddie one was the Eddie one was pretty. Eddie and Chris Benoit ones.
I would say Eddie just because like it is Eddie, but like the Chris Benoit one kind of makes you think like.
Did he do it?
Yeah, did he do it or someone else do it?
It's like I always wonder if he did it. You know, it's like, what do you guys think? Did he do it?
I don't think he did.
I'm just gonna say it's kind of hard to send a text message when you're already dead.
So there was one thing that I don't know if I read it or if it was on Dark Side of the Ring. I forget, but they said that when he was home, his dogs were locked in his pool house. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then after he was dead already, like that morning, the dogs were in the yard. So like that's like like how did a dead person let their dogs out?
Right. I think the
It-
cell phone pinging to me was a big.
Well, yeah, that too. But and then there was also like
what was that? The painting.
like
So
there was a text message sent after like he was already dead.
yeah, and it pinged from like several miles away from where he was living, like several miles, and it said that one of the things is that it's kind of difficult to say that he was able to send that message when like there was a closer tower to his house, and the way cell phones work, they ping off the closest tower.
Mm-hmm.
So the message pinged from miles and miles and miles away.
Another thing too is like, so apparently after Eddie died, like he was like writing to Eddie, like I guess not really like writing to Eddie, but like writing about Eddie and stuff in like a book. And apparently that book was in the trash can like that morning. Like it was just sitting on top of the trash can. Like, so I'm like, I don't know. There's a lot of things. Like I definitely don't think he did it,
But no one will. I feel like no one will investigate it because
well, yeah. I mean,
you
and
know.
that and it's just like, I mean, it's off topic, but like, just like the Biggie and Tupac, you know, everything's been unsolved for how many years, and then somebody finally, just like last week, confessed to everything about killing Tupac.
Right, which is crazy.
So I mean, I just feel like those are like, hey, he killed everyone. That's what we're gonna leave it as.
Well,
You know?
then wasn't it supposed to be like his wife's ex, like ex or ex
Kevin
husband?
Sullivan.
Yeah, that's who people think.
I'm pretty sure that's probably what a lot of people think. But like, so like I did see like a lot of like hate on like Chris Benoit's son David, but like he goes to AEW and stuff. Like he was just there like last week or something. Like
Yeah,
I
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram. But like, you know, now like since they never really investigated, now you got to think like now this dude has to live with all this hate for them not really investigating.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't care. Like if I was a promoter, I'd use him. I know my dad would use him
Because he's super talented. He's very good at what he does. You know what I mean?
Oh, like so he's actually like debuted before, like he's had matches.
So he has matches. Like he is a wrestler. But I don't know if he debuted in AEW yet.
No.
I do know he is a wrestler.
Yeah,
and I do know I believe he is on indie shows.
Yeah, he's been on the indie tour a long time. He was going by a different name for a while, and then like was like 3-4 years ago that he started using, you know, the Benoit name.
Yeah.
Have you been on any shows with him?
No, I mean,
No.
I feel like he's probably like where he is. Like I don't know where he's from, but I'm sure he's probably staying pretty local to there, or you know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I definitely work him.
Yeah.
Could you imagine taking a fucking headbutt from a Benoit?
Oh God, I'd rather take one from. Well, no, I'd take one from Benoit than a Samoan. I've taken a headbutt from.
I'd take both. I'd take anything, but
I think the Eddie one was, I don't know, though, when Eddie died in Chavo's arms, like I feel like that one got me more, you know.
Yeah,
like, just that part.
That's definitely crazy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hey, I think it's a pretty cool show. I mean, they have some pretty good ones. I saw that they just came out with like an Adrian Adonis one, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah. So I gotta go watch that. But we got like 9-ish minutes. Let's get yourself over. What kind of shows you gonna be on?
Well, I got a lot of shows with you guys coming up. I mean, this Saturday, PCWA, August 12th is Berkeley Mania at WDWA in West Virginia. Then on the 18th in Lewistown, Seven Mountains, 19th CCW. And September 4th, a big show, I think, that's the next stuff I have coming up. So, 9th, sorry.
9th. All right, cool.
Oh,
I mean, hey, yeah. I mean, I won't sadly be there, but not sadly, but like I won't be there. Who knows? I might stop by.
You always say you're not going to be there, and you always pop up.
Yeah, but I'm having a baby.
Just bring the baby, bro.
We'll get him bumping right away.
Yeah. Just strap him up. We'll be going.
Yeah,
we're going. All he needs to get is his age. When he first got a body slam, he'll be fine.
Yeah, I think I slammed him first.
Yes.
All right. Well, I mean, we can end a little early. That's fine. I mean, cool. But Friday, August 18th, where Jack Vaughn and our guest Samuel Thompson will be there. Oh, there you are. Yeah, you get blocked a little bit. And then the next night, the 19th in Lebanon, and then September 9th at the old Bishop McDevitt High School, where Enzo, Marty Scroll, and Flip Gordon will be there. If you guys need tickets to any of those events, hit us up, and we will get you guys that info. Remember, go and bug Sam Thompson at his gimmick table or at shows. Show him the love, and definitely come out and like support indie wrestling. Like that's like we live for it. So, but cool. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, guys.
The audience.
All right, guys.
Live Saturday, September 9th. Classic Championship Wrestling, Valor Pro Wrestling, Seven Mountains Wrestling, and Pennsylvania Championship Wrestling Alliance United presents Battle at the Bridge at the old Bishop McDevitt High School, 2200 Market Street, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. With special guests Enzo, Marty Skrull, Flip Gordon. Front row is already completely sold out. Second row is $20. General admission just $10. Meet and greet is at 5 p.m. Bell time is 6 p.m. For tickets, 717-379-4599 or 570-933-0370. You can also pick them up at the bridge at 2200 Market Street, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You don't want to miss the hottest territory in Pennsylvania. United!